When I love you, I lose me. Now I can be attached to you no more. I like me better when I was yours. I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going. Hey.
I'm so proud of y'all.
Phew, thank you so much.
That is awesome.
It went by so fast.
Don't feel like 3 years for me, but I still feel, well, I can say we still feel like it's the first time. Like every
Morning. Right. I felt like it went by so fast. It really did. It went by fast. But I think he only usually goes by fast when it's nothing but positivity and love, right?
that part.
Yeah. When you have all the rest of the unnecessary in there, it feels like a long time. It feels like it's just dragging. Right? But when you move with positivity and love, and you guys can communicate, and you guys can do things in a very healthy way, and not put anything in between, it flies by. Truthfully, it does fly by. You know what I'm saying? Not saying they weren't good and bads. I had my goods. I had my bads. I had my moments, right? I had my moments where I struggled a lot, but it was more internal than anything. You know what I'm saying? So, but she didn't take my struggles as a sign of weakness. She just took it as a moment of lapse and helped me get back up. She didn't just throw me to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? She definitely got this version of me. Because, listen, I tell you guys all the time, and y'all know I'm transparent when it comes to my life. I've always been transparent when it comes to my life. I was not this person that you see now at all. Not even remotely. Not even a little bit. I was none of it. I was none of it. The person that I was before, you would not like the person that I was. I didn't even like the person that I was, which is why I decided to change. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew if I wanted to be in something healthy and if I wanted to be something wholesome or beautiful, I had to change who I was completely. And I did. And I love who I am now because I'm not toxic anymore. I was very toxic back then.
It's an experience. An experience.
There's been a
Especially
lot of change and growth when it comes to being in the relationship that I am now, that I am in currently.
when you can
Yeah.
get to a point with a person where anything you say isn't taken offensively,
Mm-hmm.
when you can laugh and joke about anything. Like I tell them every time I come to Chicago, I feel like a hooker on a corner because I'm waiting at the corner for him to pull up.
Grand Rising Rush, I see you, I see you, I see you.
Sir, I know you got to spin the block, but can you speed it up? Because I definitely feel like a hooker on the corner waiting for your car to hit this light. So speed this up.
Right. Yeah.
But love is beautiful when you can find it and you can grow with it and you don't fight against it.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything that your partners say, like they attacking you. Y'all can communicate openly about any and everything, and it's not bashing or taken as you trying to attack me.
It's
It's
not a shouting match either. We've never had an argument in the year that we've been together. Not one.
and that's good.
Not one, not a shouting match. Everything is communicated like adults. Like we really sit there and we talk about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've never had that. I've
When
never had that. Every relationship that I've been in has been a shouting match every single time.
yeah, I can't live in that. And I had to tell him that right off. I think our very first, as he called them, tiffs, but it was a breakup tiff. That's where I was headed.
Mm-hmm.
We communicated through it. Nobody yelled, nobody cussed. And y'all know my mouth can be reckless. But I had to pat myself on the back of how I communicated the issue, what I didn't like, what I wasn't going to tolerate.
Why are you showing that somebody's in the queue? TikTok's tripping today. I don't like it.
Both of us said what we had to say. I was like, all right, I need some space. I need some time. Can't give you no answer right now. but this is where I'm headed.
Right.
But let me breathe.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are 3 years later. And I don't think we haven't had anything major since the first year.
But I think that's part of the growth, right? That's part of learning. I don't even know who you were that's trying to come up, but you're not coming up. That's part of that growth. That's part of showing that even in a relationship, we still got things we need to work on, right?
Yeah.
That's what that shows. I think a lot of times we ignore the fact that we are individuals, even though we are together, right? We are in a relationship, and we fall short of that because our partner is supposed to be that other half of us. But I don't feel like anybody should come in a relationship half. I feel like everybody should come in a relationship whole. You know what I'm saying? At least enough for you to be able to have these conversations and not it become a shouting match. Even if you have a disagreement, you guys can communicate that.
Yes.
But everybody has a voice, and nobody feels like their voice is being overshadowed.
Yes. I think that's the most important thing. Because when we first started and we knew we wanted to move into the relationship phase, I asked him, what did you lack in previous relationships? I don't need to know what made them break up, but what did you feel like you lacked?
Mm-hmm.
And his one thing was he felt like he was never heard or seen.
Right.
So now I don't work at it no more. It just is what it is. I see you and I hear you.
Right.
So when we need to talk through stuff, whoever has the floor whoever doesn't have the floor is muted.
Right.
So that way, if you do say something, the other person can't hear it, so they can get their whole thought out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I try to take notes on. Wait a minute, what did he say? Okay, I need clarification. And then when the other person finished, I tell, let's say he's talking, I'm muted. When he's done, I tell him what I think I heard him say.
Right.
That gives him time to correct anything that I may have misheard or didn't hear the way that he wanted me to hear it.
Right.
Ask questions, okay, and then I take the floor. So it works when you care about what the other person is going through or what the other person perceived the situation to be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think the one thing, like my toughest moment, excuse me, I'm just throw this dumb out. My toughest moment for me is when I was out of work. I was out of work for a minute, right? I told you guys that when I was live one day, like I lost my job. For whatever reason that they decided to let me go, they had let me go. I was struggling, people. Okay, I'm not one that does that. That's just used to sitting around and doing absolutely nothing. I just don't know how to do it. And I was struggling with that. And the fact that she didn't take it as I'm just being lazy, I'm not looking for a job. Trust me, I was looking everywhere. I applied to probably like 50, 60 jobs. Most of those jobs said I was overqualified. I don't even know what that means. But they said I was overqualified for the job. You know what I'm saying? And I was stressed, like beyond belief, stressed, because I couldn't find a job. But she never threw that in my face that I wasn't working. She just held it down until I got a job. She held it down until I got a job, and then we got back on track as much as we can. You know what I'm saying? So that way it feels like a little bit of a normalcy to what we were doing when I had a job. So
it's a partnership.
Mm-hmm.
It's, especially when you know you're with a person that has your back. Like truly 100%, 10 toes down, got your back.
Right.
It relieves some of that pressure.
Absolutely. And don't take that for granted, fellas. Like, if y'all watching from the FYP, if y'all in here, I know a lot of y'all take that shit for granted. Don't take that shit for granted, please. Like, that's not something that you can take for granted, because that's not something that you ever run across. You don't run across that a lot. It's not something that you really catch on to when you see somebody that's able to hold you down even though they're really trying, right? Most of us don't have that. Most of us can't even find that. Whether it's because you haven't done enough work on yourself to have that resonate, that frequency to come towards you of a woman, or whatever the case may be, right? When you find that, embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Embrace it. Show it support, show it love. Do what you have to do in order to keep that, right? Not abuse it. Support it. Show love to it. Cherish it. Don't abuse it. And I mean that strongly. Do not abuse it, because most men will. And that's the main problem. Because most men, when they have something good, they abuse it versus cherishing it and loving it the way that it's supposed to be cherished and loved. Vice versa. But
when y'all do it and y'all are able to do it and y'all get into it a year or so later, don't throw that back in his face.
Mm-hmm.
Because you made that choice to do it. Don't throw it back in his face.
Absolutely.
Because that's like the worst thing in the world.
You should, bro. I think that would be a great show, Derek. Honestly, I think that should be something that's spoken about. I think you should definitely do that, bro. That might be a good topic, for sure. Like, yeah, that'd be a great topic. I think a lot of the times, I think the problem is people are scared of the unknown, right? People are scared of the unknown, whether it's their process of healing or whether it's the next step in a relationship. People are scared of what's to come because they can't control it. You're not supposed to be able to control everything. Sometimes it's within the universe to make things happen, and sometimes it's the Most High to make things happen. But you just have to prepare yourself enough so when it does surface and when it does happen, you'll be able to handle it. Right? And a lot of times people don't do that. People, even though you're afraid of the unknown, you're not even trying to prepare yourself for it. You're just stuck in that fear. But that's also not your fault, right? That's also not your fault, because some people are just, they're used to it. That's what they're used to. That's their normalcy, to be afraid of the unknown and not really look at the beauty, look at the positive of it. They're just afraid, right? But that's a condition that some people are just a part of. That's been their life. That's always been their life, is to be afraid of the unknown. They never looked at it as a positive thing. I always looked at the unknown as a positive thing, even if I was just scared of it, right? Because I knew there was something. What I was looking for was positive, right? So I know what was going to manifest was positive. I wasn't looking for anything negative. I wasn't caring about the buts or the ifs. I just focused on what's next. And that's always been my thought process. Once I understood me, that became my thought process. Before that wasn't. When I started to understand me and started realizing that the work that I've been doing on me has shaped me to understand the way the world works today. Still working on me though, but I got a better understanding of life as it is right now currently. You know what I'm saying? But it took time. Like, we're growing together. Like, we have our good and bads as far as our individual selves, right? But I don't think it plays a role in our union, right? In the way that we are in a relationship. I don't think it plays a role at all, because everybody has their own journey within themselves, even if you're in a relationship. As long as you're vocalizing your journey and you're communicating your journey that you have within yourself in your relationship, that's all that matters. Everything else works together as long as you guys have that level of communication and that level of understanding within yourselves, within each other.
And remember that since we're constantly growing and learning, that we may not be the same person we were a year ago. So you have to be open to the changes and the growth within that person personally, and work with it.
And embrace it.
and celebrate when it's a positive change. Absolutely celebrate the positive changes.
I think I think a lot of times we don't even celebrate the small wins,
Yeah.
right? We're so focused on the big ones versus celebrating the small ones. What y'all don't know is celebrating the small wins is what equates to the big win. What pushes to the big win. So when you ignore the celebratory of the small ones, it's a problem. You got to celebrate everything that you do within your growth, whether it's in your relationship or whether it's yourself. You got to celebrate that. Don't ignore it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why ignore it when you put so much work into it?
Exactly.
That's it. Like,
Because I love that man. Even though he gets on my nerves, he be tap dancing on that last one sometimes. Boy, I be like,
I do it. I do it all the time. I am a prankster, a jokester in real time. I can't help it. That's just who I am. Okay, that's just me. I love to joke around and prank. I can't help it. Can't help it. So I'm constantly messing with her, right?
Extremely too much. I catch myself when we out. Yes, well, I play too. I yell across the store if we're in the grocery store. Hey, excuse me, sir, you fine. And he be looking around like, are you seriously yelling at? Stop. I be like, whoop! I like to see you walk away.
Yo, I don't like that either. I'm not gonna lie to you. Bougie in the building. Thank you, sis. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Funniest thing ever. And
I
then,
appreciate you.
then he'll wait good until we get into the bread aisle. So if y'all ever in the store in the city that we in, and y'all find some dented bread, it's probably because he done picked it up and threw it at me. It's probably because
I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. I do.
You know that I love him. Regardless, we go play. I'm a tell you, you're fine every time I see you.
I already told her I told her I'm trying to go tomorrow. I'm trying to go to Dave and Buster's and bust her ass in some Mario Kart.
I embarrassed him at Home Depot to the point that he was running through the parking lot.
I would have ran through the parking lot too. I'm trying to tell you. Because
he was running. I was like, "Excuse me, sir. Excuse me." And he looked back and
knowing damn well we dark skin. We don't blush red. We blush purple. You better stop it.
They stopped and looked, and I was like, "Hey, you fine? You single? Oh, well, you gonna call her right now and tell her it's over because I'm taking you home with me." Then he stopped and he looked at me, and then like these group of men stopped because they thought I was talking to them. And
that is hilarious.
And he was like, the man he was like, "Ooh, she got you nervous and blushing." He was like, "Help me. Why y'all laughing? Help me." "No, sir. Come here, sir. Come here.
Let me talk to you real quick. Give me some of that energy." I love it though. It's the thing that I think the one thing that we don't embrace in our relationship is our inner child.
You got to. You got to.
The inner child is the most important thing to embrace in a relationship, honestly. When you figure out everything else and you guys are in a healthy state, right? Embracing that inner child in your relationship is so fun. Gotta do it.
It is.
I'm a goofball in real time, guys. I promise you. Like if you see me in person, I might look a little shy in the beginning because I'm obsessing. Like I'm doing an assessment of your energy and your personality just to see if we click, right? Because I'm an observer by nature. But once I'm comfortable with you, I'm a goofball. 100% goofball. I promise you.
It's all about that good energy. Like you gotta laugh. You gotta play.
It is.
Everything.
I dare you guys to embrace that within your relationship. Embrace your inner child. Right? Just because we're adults don't mean that we don't have that inner child within us. That's always gonna be there. That's always gonna be there. No matter what. You can try to ignore it, you can try to hide it, you can try to be as serious as a wombat if you want to. You could be serious. Guess what? It's always gonna be there. Exactly. I was quiet as hell. Our first date, I was super quiet. Super calm.
Oh, not you, it was me.
I was. I'm a quiet. Listen, when I'm telling you guys, I'm not with being around people like that. I wasn't. I'm not. I'm not a people person like the way I used to be. You know what I'm saying? But that comes with, I guess that comes with me isolating myself when I was in the process. You know what I'm saying? I never really realized how bad it was that I needed human interaction while I was in my process, right? So when I realized that, I felt like I already had done enough isolation to the point where I just didn't want to be around people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That
So I was just like,
because I was definitely quiet. And you can, if you to know me, you can see me check out, right?
mm-hmm.
And once I got over the whole little movie scene when I walked out the hotel and he walked around the car, and I had to keep yelling at myself, keep walking, keep walking, keep walking, don't run back in, keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. And I got closer to him and he hugged me, and I took, once he embraced me, I took this deep breath and I was like, ugh, what's that? I don't like that. Move back. And he was like, you don't open it. He was like, don't touch my car doors when you with me.
I love that.
And I'm like, what? Who are you talking to? But in the back of my head, you know, that one side was like, who are you talking to? But I was like, okay, all right.
All right.
And then we driving. And then I know every female loves when they see a movie or they see something where y'all are driving with y'all mate and he puts his hand on your thigh while he driving. So he puts his hand on my thigh and I'm like, he touching me. Why is he touching me? But wait, do we like this? I think we like this. But no, why he touching me?
Not your brain going through cycles.
My brain was going rampant until I was like, okay, check out. Because you overwhelmed, you overthinking, just check out. And he noticed it. He noticed the exact moment when I was on my way out. And then he just started talking to me. And then I'm kind of side-eyeing. I'm like, okay, you got to give us a chance. Like, don't do this. And it was like smooth sailing. Still nervous, but smooth sailing. But you still like, you don't know what to do, what not to do. Okay, what to say, what not to say. It's that whole back and forth, like, you don't want to turn them off, but you don't want to not be you.
Because welcome in, bro.
You gonna be you and he gonna see it eventually regardless. So just be you.
Right.
But is you too much for him? So that was me. I was battling. We were going back and forth in my head.
Yeah.
And then when he kissed me, off the car, we got to the location. And the way that he grabbed me and kissed me and that leg went up in the air, I was like, Helpful, put your leg down.
Come on.
What is happening? Do what you want. I don't know.
It be like that, man. It really do be like that. Like,
and after that, it was on. It was easy after that. Like I could relax and just be me.
You know, the one thing that I've noticed is her level of anxiousness has calmed down tenfold. Because when we first got together and I first came here or moved here, like she was just anxious.
Yeah, because we trying to figure it out.
And I'm just like, and you know me, I'm as calm as fucking everything, right? I'm never the one to just be overly hyped and just like go crazy. So I'm just like, I'm watching her just go like, just, I'm just like, calm down. Like, what is going on right now? She's like, I'm just used to this. I was like, you gotta calm down. Gotta be easy, relax. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm so cool, calm, and collected. Tony knows that. Gumbo, the people that have known me for a while, they know that I'm very calm, right? You don't ever really see me get out of character or really like, just like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, take it easy, relax, breathe. I was like, you know what I'm saying? One day at a time.
After all this time, and I was like comfortable. Now I still have a thing, and I don't know, ladies, y'all let me know if I'm just being weird, but I still go to the bathroom. Y'all know when we do number two, number one, okay, whatever. But when we have to do number two, when we with each other for some days, I still wake up like at 3 a.m. and try to go to the bathroom. You know, when he good and sleep.
Yeah, acting like we still can't smell that shit.
Slide out the bed, and then I stand at the, you know, once I'm out the bed, I stand there and look at him. Okay, he's still breathing the same. He's still sleeping. Okay, I can run to the bathroom. I close the door all quiet. I'm in there playing my game on the phone, and then I get this ignorant ass text. Rap twice so your fingernails don't poke through. Why are you walking? what is the problem? So I don't smell you. Oh, are you? What? Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Leave me alone.
What's up, brother Riz? Coach Riz in the building, man. What's going on, my brother?
Like that part, I am still like right there with that. I'm like, and I still get them ignorant ass texts.
So let me tell you what happened. Right?
For me, and I ain't there, and then he realized I'm in the bathroom, and he all in my business.
Listen, well, I told you guys I'm a prankster in real life, right? I'm a jokester in real life, and I can't help my way. I can't help it at all. So she was showering one day, right? And I decided to take a cup of cold water and throw it on her. So just to see her reaction, right? So she was like, watch, I got you. So she goes to do the same thing, right? Now this is us still learning each other, not realizing I take cold showers religiously. So she goes do the same thing to me, but it was a bigger cup than what I did, and it had no effect. She was completely shocked. She was like, that didn't do nothing to you? I was like, no, I take cold showers. I was like, I take cold showers. Joke on you. I was like,
stop.
Joke's on you. Listen, I'm telling you, jokes is in real life. I love her to death, though. I love her to death. But listen, accident prone, 100%.
She is.
I love her to death, but she'll tell you herself, accident prone.
Ah, sis.
But we laugh about it. We laugh about it all the time because it's just like it just happens randomly too. It's never something that's just happens. But it's also those are the moments that you just like you're just sitting there just like like how did that happen? Like listen, for us fellas, right? That just be chilling, right? And then your lady just happens to do something just out of the random, right? You're just questioning yourself, how did it happen? That'd be me. Like my brain be like, you know how the little all those math things be popping up in people's heads when they're trying to figure something out? That'd be me. When something happens, I just like, how? Like holy shit, like I don't even know. It's like, all right, cool. Like, all right. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's...
I be trying to pretend like, you know, I'm a big girl. I'm a G out here, right? I'm a G. So when I hurt myself when I'm with him, I be sitting there with the straight face, like, hurt.
Come on in the door. My favorite moment...
I know that it hurt, but it hurt.
I think my favorite moment was honestly, if you guys ever seen I've never seen somebody being I've never seen a cleanest hoarder in my life. Okay, she's the cleanest hoarder I've ever seen in my life. But it was the funniest thing because while we're going through all this stuff and we're just like, you know, removing stuff, throwing stuff away, things that we want to keep, things that we want to get rid of, and I'm just like. I said, if you walked into this apartment, you'll never know that all of this stuff is here. Like, like you'll never know. Like she has everything in containers and you know what I'm saying? I've never seen it a day in my life. I was astonished and shocked to see how clean of a hoarder she is. And I love it.
I
love it. I
That's
love
a
it.
quarter to
Like,
our lives at that time.
because you got to remember, I come from chaos. Okay, like I'm talking about chaos, 100% chaos. Like when I'm telling you, my family's nothing but chaos. Everything is everywhere, everywhere. Right? You walk into my family's house, everything is everywhere. But you go to my room is organized as all hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was one of those things. So I'm just like, and then I was like, whew, you know what I'm saying? And then we went to this paint night. It was a paint spot that we have over here. You can listen to music, to your favorite music, and paint. Yeah, I know I'm petty. Hi, how you doing? Splash with the paint. Couldn't help myself. Intrusive thoughts, right? Couldn't help myself. Splash with the paint. We just started splashing each other with the paint instead of painting. Even though we did paint, but yeah. No, it wasn't a paint and sip. It was what was it called, babe? I don't remember. It was what the name of the company was. But it was one of those things that you had to put the outfit on, the white suit on, and go in there. Yeah, it was one of those. You put the white suit on, and you cover yourself with the glasses, and you go in there and paint. I think I got paint in my mouth.
Oh,
It's really good. It tasted like pennies. Like it was like a rec room. Yeah, instead of breaking things, you paint. It's like one of those rec rooms.
okay. Yeah.
Oh, you saw the picture on Facebook? Yeah. It's that paint didn't taste good, guys, at all. I'm gonna let you guys know that now. It didn't taste good. Thought it was gonna be, it wasn't. Thought it was gonna be edible paint. It wasn't. It wasn't. You know what I'm saying? That was the little kid in me. Ooh, let me try it. Didn't work.
That's what you get.
So I felt like if I had to experience, she had to experience it too. So I just took like a thing of paint and just went like. So yeah.
You and I like that. We gonna have to get him back, Sweet Tea.
No,
When
you
we get to go on our double date, we go get them back for all the stuff.
When you got, just don't come down here during the winter time. It's cold as hell over here.
I'm already preparing myself to move to the Windy City, so you know, one or another. That's it.
Oh yeah, so they have this adult arcade out here, and you guys will actually enjoy this, especially for my gamers. So the adult arcade is $24 for 2 people, right? And every single game in there is free after $24. You can play whatever game you want, and it has liquor and pizza. You got video games, liquor, and pizza.
Did you get the pizza? I think you got pizza.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Video games, liquor, and pizza. So, I'm a huge gamer. And a lot of people don't realize, right? A lot of people don't realize the reason why most men play. I just want to put this disclaimer out. The reason why most men play video games because it helps us escape the world.
It does.
Okay, it helps us escape the world. If you ain't never seen a man so at peace, put a video game in his hand.
It does.
Put it in his hand and see what happens.
And here's my thing with some females is y'all be mad that they at home. They're at home with you playing video games. If they at home with you playing video games, guess what they not doing?
Anything else?
No.
Everything else that you worried about?
So won't you grab a book? Won't you pick up a controller? Won't you play with
She
her?
did the other day. She did not too long ago. We was playing the wrestling game together.
I be so confused when they be like, I don't like a man that play video games. All he do is play video games. But where he at when he playing the video games?
At home. Relaxing, chilling. After a long day of work. After working constantly. Dealing with society. Dealing with people that we don't want to deal with on an everyday basis. Oh yeah, we was playing WWE, bro. Yeah, we was playing WWE. Welcome in, Derek. What's going on, brother?
Hey, I just came up here because I think this might be one of the first times I've been on stage with Angel Tony.
Absolutely, I think so.
together before?
I know it's probably been over 2 years.
It's been a while.
You was one of the first people that I ran into when I was figuring out TikTok.
Yes. Yep. You
But
were.
yeah, this so I don't do the video games, but I understand it. Like I have my own stuff, but a lot of times people don't realize what it, like to his point, what it really does for a lot of men. And that there was a TikTok some years ago where the lady got so upset that he was playing a video game that she came in and kind of threw it up against the wall. And his reaction was, "Why would you do this to me? This is all I have," was his words. And she didn't understand that. And a lot of people don't. They just see the game. And so here's the distinction. There are some people that are obsessed with it to the point where they tune out like for 10 hours and the girlfriend or the wife is like, "Hi, I'm here." There's a happy medium, right? We're not talking
Right.
about the obsessive ones, but to just play it, period, it triggers some women because maybe they've been with that other type of person before. But the reality of the need to escape, you should be able to understand that because hopefully you have your thing, whatever that is, and that may be his thing. And so it's just a point of understanding because we all need some kind of outlet.
Absolutely. And I agree with that 100%. Now, I would never be speaking for the ones that do it obsessively, right? I'm never speaking for those. Because I even have my moments where I just I don't even want to be on this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll just shut it off randomly. Not even realizing it, right? So I have my moments. Trust me. She'll see it. She'll be like, "Damn, you just started playing. You just shut it off randomly." And then that's just what it is. Go ahead, babe.
This day can't go by without me thanking Ormiga.
You're welcome, but don't blame it on me.
No, I'm gonna blame it on you. I'm gonna blame it on you because I followed you into the mental health lounge, and if it wasn't for you being in there and teaming up with him, I would have never met him.
Well, guess what? Don't blame it on me, but you're welcome.
So thanks to you, here we are today, 1 year later, together. So thank you.
That's a really sweet thing. I'm glad that you guys are not just together to spend time together, but you're together trying to deal with conflict resolution and everyday life, trials and tribulations. And hold up a second. Derek, did I hear you correctly say that the only reason you came up here was for Tony?
I don't know if it came out that way. I don't know. Maybe I did say that. I haven't seen Angel Tony in a long time. Like I've been on TikTok for I don't even know, like since the beginning of I don't know, maybe like 2021 or something like that. And I think she was one of the first people. And then I think and then I saw her pre Davino.
No, you met me in the midst of Davina.
Did I? Oh, you know what? I just didn't know. Maybe y'all wasn't. Maybe everybody else knew, but I don't think I knew until one day y'all said something. I was like, "Wait, they together?"
You know what? You know what's crazy? A lot of people didn't know.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't know. There was the only people that knew about them were the inner people.
Yeah, we hid it for
That's it.
and then somebody, Lejon came in and started pouring into me, and then out of the blue, Mr. Caprice comes in and kind of like announces it to the world, and I'm crying. I'm like, "We doing this today? This is what we doing right now?" So, we're gonna let the world know. Okay, here we go.
Yep.
A lot of people didn't know because we wanted to ensure that our foundation was solid before we let these raggedy TikTok streets know that we were together.
But you know what though? I in the moments where y'all wasn't telling everybody, I got to experience both of you individually through TikTok. And so when I did find out, or when everybody found out, it made sense. Like it literally made sense. I remember when I remember it. I don't know why it's a factoid of the day. I remember when it first. My first thing was what they're together, but then I was like, it makes sense just based on how you guys delivered online and your personalities online and everything. I was like, this makes sense.
So you were basically just giving her flowers. I get it. That's
Of
a
course,
very nice thing.
I give flowers.
You haven't given me my flowers.
Because, sir, we gotta give you like pizza.
Wait. Plain pizza?
No pepperoni.
Okay. I'll take the pepperoni. I'll take it.
Yo, that's insane.
I need a little spice in my life, you know.
I was gonna give him a Hawaiian pizza.
If you give me a Hawaiian pizza, me and you're gonna find out how good your hand game really is. I'm gonna tell you.
Listen, anybody from the city knows that people from the city don't like Hawaiian pizza at all.
Listen, I don't even know why they have pineapple pizza in New York City. Yeah, it should be banned. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, facts. Facts.
who did that? Who allowed pineapple on pizza?
I don't know. People that are not from New York that living in New York.
That's okay. You know what? To each his own. If pineapple does it for you, then, you know, the more pineapple, the merrier. How about that?
Yeah. He said, "Don't be hating on it." Sanders said, "Don't be hating on it."
Like, we know all the pineapple lovers now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't do pineapple pizza over here, my guy. We don't do it over here. That is a no fly zone.
It's not horrible. I just don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's pepperoni and bacon for me.
Pepperoni and bacon.
Yeah,
Oh,
Wow,
man.
like the whole pig.
yeah.
Yeah, shit.
Like yeah, you get some pepperoni and bacon on a pizza well done. Trying to tell you, something special.
Okay.
Not us talking about pizza and Tanya B's in the chat, just like these motherfuckers
Right.
they're talking about pizza.
Cover your ears, Tanya. Cover your eyes.
When I was in my fat boy stages, I would have ate it no matter what. Even if I didn't like it, I still would have ate it. You know what I'm saying?
No, the way my taste buds work, there's just certain things that I just won't indulge in. I just couldn't do it. And Hawaiian pizza is one of them. I don't care how hungry I was.
Let me ask you a question. Do you like cloves and pineapple on your ham?
Yes, sometimes.
Yeah, they put those cloves in there, and I hated cloves. And I don't like to use that word, but I really did despise cloves until I realized how good cloves are for you. Like, you'd be surprised what cloves can do to your skin, your hair, your bloodstream, and a whole bunch of other things.
It's a texture thing for me.
What? The clove?
When I bite into the clove, it's a texture thing for me.
Well, then put it in a fine powder.
Yeah, it was always a texture thing for me in regards to the cloves.
Cloves are very
Truth be
good,
told.
man. Don't sleep on cloves.
But they are good for you, though.
Don't
But
sleep
they are
on
good for you. They got a lot of properties in there for sure.
If anybody,
I've done my research.
if anybody looks up all the good things about cloves, they will be shocked. I was shocked. I was shocked.
She said, as a Haitian, I could never.
Haitians ain't down with the cloves.
Listen, they use it. They use it a lot. Ginger, cloves. Listen, when they make the spicy salad, the pickles.
Spicy
If
salad.
y'all ain't never, if y'all never had Haitian food, okay, y'all need to get yourself a good plate of Haitian food. I promise you. Like it's a lot.
Give an example. Give an explanation of what Haitian food tastes like.
So Haitian food, I believe it's a mixture of. I want to say it's a mixture of Spanish food and Jamaican food together. If I
Say that one more
it's a
time.
mixture. It's a mixture of Spanish food and Jamaican food together.
Oh
If
my
you want to
God.
put it together, I feel like it's a little bit of both. If you really want to put it that way,
That's very interesting.
a lot because there's a lot of flavor, but there's also a lot of spice. You know what I'm saying? And they cook with love too. When they cook with love. Like the food. I've never met a Haitian that actually cooks with proportions, and like certain proportion with their seasoning and certain proportion with their food. They just know, right? And then they just cook it.
That's love.
They cook with love. Like if you want to get a good plate of food, get yourself some brown rice. You get yourself some brown rice, some grill, some pickle to put on your rice in the grill to give it a little spice, a little juice. It kind of gives it like a zangy, sweet but spicy flavor on top of it.
You cook Haitian? You cook Haitian?
I've never learned. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. As much as I've been in the kitchen and I've cooked, I've never actually learned how to cook Haitian food. Fried plantains, yep, fried plantains. Yeah, I've never learned how to cook it. I know how to cook everything else American, right? But I've never learned how to cook Haitian food. And I feel like if I really do it once, I'll remember how to do it again. Like I know how to cook griot. I know how to cook griot. I know how to make pickles. But when it comes to like the Haitian rice, I don't know how to make it correctly. I don't know how to make it correctly. And their white rice is different too. Their white rice they don't cook white rice the way that other people cook white rice, other cultures. Their white rice is more fluffy. It's like fluffy. Yeah.
I'm
Like
currently,
the sweet seed.
I'm currently looking up Haitian bad words.
Why do y'all always do that? Like,
'Cause I'm about to curse your ass out. That's why.
that's crazy.
Be able to cuss somebody out in a different language, and then they be sitting there looking dumbfounded and stupid.
That we did that. We did that to a lot of the brothers. Right? A lot of the brothers, they would be like, "Yo, I want to learn Spanish," and we teach them the bad word on purpose, and then they go and say hello to my mother, and they go, "Good morning, man. Fuck you," and they don't even know this.
Thank you for the hand hearts. I appreciate you. Thank you for gifting everybody sweet. We appreciate you. Listen, you too. You have a blessed day on purpose.
Get man on ooey. I can't pronounce that shit.
I'm glad that you can't because I know exactly what you were trying to say.
You know what a cocoa sour is?
Yes, I do. And we're not.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I promise. I couldn't even say it if I wanted to. Oh, it's better. It's better than a
Dory
cocoa.
said, "Oh my."
It's better than a cocoa santi.
Yo, Dory said, "Oh my." You guys like my response?
It was
Just like,
across your face, like, yeah, don't say.
don't do it.
It's wow. I didn't know they had so many words for dirty vagina.
Wow.
Jesus Christ, Hormiga.
What? This is the information channel. Well, you know what? At least caca means the same in every language. Oh wait, some people are Dijon caca. I'm gonna learn Haitian in like 2 days. Watch. Don't bring me to a Haitian party. I'm gonna be like, "What's up?"
I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm just gonna leave it alone.
There he goes. There he goes.
Yo.
I don't even know where to go.
Now we can talk about him while he's here.
There you go. Now we don't have to talk behind his back. There you go.
I can respect that. At least I'm here to hear it.
What's good, bro?
I'm blessed, man, and surrounded with love. Truly,
I love it.
sweet tea, Hormiga.
Hey, brother. Good morning.
Derek.
Happy Monday.
Great sun up to you, my beautiful flower. How are you, love?
You talking to me because that sounded really sexy. You see how he says it? He says, "My beautiful flower." I was like, "Oh shit!" Don't start.
Watching
Don't over here getting him excited now.
watching Davino and Angel greet each other.
Listen, I used to listen to 107.5 WBLS, and that voice
Listen.
that Davino has sounds just like the midnight.
Angel till this day gets flustered every time he greets her. Every time. Cause you see how quiet she was? That's that fluster.
You got those goosebumps going right now.
Yeah, she had that goosebump.
Mm-hmm.
watching the two of them greet each other when I'm in a live is probably one of my favorite things ever.
Listen, you know what's happening, Frosty? This is what happens when everybody's human. This is the human side you see of us when we banter and when we banter and joke around. We can't help it.
Oh, now that Sweet Tea and Emmanuel are on the stage together, happy anniversary. My brother cut his beard and everything.
I did. New growth, right? New growth, you know what I'm saying?
When I tell you, I be shooting his barber daggers from across the room. Like, you cut that thing off, and this will be your last day cutting hair. I promise you.
This is for you guys. This is for you. Y'all don't want to play with it. It's Monday morning, baby.
Hey, I appreciate you, bro.
I celebrate life, man. And when you guys are at the point where you are ready to share that love and joy with the world, you're in a good place, man.
Factual.
Agreed. 100%.
On another note, I found a lady that had a bunda plot this weekend. Bunda.
He's still going with the Haitian words.
Because I want to go to the Haitian festival. They got this crazy festival over here in New York. I'm gonna go over there.
I have no words.
I have nothing either. I have nothing. I have nothing to give them for that one.
You coming with me? I need my pass.
Somebody gave Armika the Haitian Rosetta Stone, huh? That's what we do.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like.
No, I'm looking at
Amiga, did I tell you? For his aunt's birthday, we went out, and there was like 16 of them and one of me. It's like,
Listen, we roll in a pack.
I sat at that table. I was like, if I don't stick out like the sorest thumb right now.
Oh, oops. Did I do that? I'm sorry. Can you put me back?
Not you having a Steve Urkel moment. Did I do that?
Did I do that? My bad. I was clicking on stuff trying to figure out what it meant.
Yeah, I need to do that myself while I'm here because I need to figure out how to do that double box that everybody's been doing.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
You don't know how to do
I
something?
don't even try.
So mine says expand and then expand times 2.
I think that's what it is. So I think if I hit expand, and then it says something about expand times 2. I don't know what it is.
Like that hat.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Listen, the baby sitting up on the shelf. You know,
So me and Divino, we had this big back and forth when it comes to the Chicago hats, and I just kept on finding hats, and I was like, yo, I'm just gonna keep sending it to him so he can copy. He's like, where'd you get these hats from? I said, City Trends. I said, you're not gonna find them anywhere else.
When I tell you, every time we go in that store, he makes sure he looks at the hats. He's like, I gotta see if they got one for Divino.
I swear to you, every time I go to my City Trends, I'm like, bro, y'all need to bring more hats in. My guy had more hats than me.
I haven't been there in a minute, but I definitely got to make a trip.
Where are we going?
Definitely got to make it to go to
Baby
City
told me.
Trends.
Baby told me she shows you the one.
So
City Trends.
City Trends. So let me show y'all. Hold on.
Oh, I got
Oh,
it.
you did it.
You have to pick the first one to expand, and then you do expand times 2, and then click on the box.
That's a lot of work.
Y'all can go on me.
So
You young people.
it's our anniversary.
What's this? What I was trying to tell you is, sister,
So if anybody knows me, I love hats. I love having things on my head. So I seen this one right here, which is the one that he has on his head. And I said, you got to get this one because it's on fire. And then I ended up getting this one. And then I seen the black version. And I was like, oh, I got to get this for Divino. And I ended up copying it. And then we ended up sending it to him.
I still ain't got the red one.
Oh, so since we're showing hats, right?
I still ain't got the red one.
That hat's fire though.
Well, I got this red one.
Ooh, I like that one.
You're a
They ain't
Bulls
had that
fan?
one over there. Yeah.
Davino, you're a Bulls fan?
Yeah, but
All
the,
day,
look
every
at
day.
y'all didn't see this. Davina,
I
you didn't see
love
this
that
one.
one. You showed me that one, and it's the day you showed me that when I went to the store to try to find it, and they didn't have it yet.
That was the last
See,
one
but
when he bought it.
this
Yep,
this the
that's
one.
been the
This
last
the one
hat.
you
I haven't
sent
bought
me.
any other hats recently. You
This
know what I'm
the one
saying?
you sent me.
And then I got this one right here. That says Legend with Kobe's number on it.
Yeah, man. When I seen that one, it was a guy walking out with it on his head, and I was mad. So
That one, the one with Kobe, Mike, and LeBron. I found that like behind two hats, and I showed it to him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, give me that one." I'm like, "Yeah."
they be stashing in city
Oh, I
trends.
looked
Yo,
at
like you really gotta like sort through them and find the right ones. Like it's
I
just
looked
not.
through everything.
It's crazy.
I did find the one baby got on right now though, but that one was stashed too, and I showed her that one, the camo one.
I like that one. I like that one. Yeah, I'm a big hat person. I'm a big hat person. Like, but the thing is, I don't go to. What? Why are they telling me to remove you?
It's
To
me.
remove who?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm ignoring that. I don't know what's going on. TikTok's been tripping lately. I'm gonna need y'all to get it together.
They don't like you.
No, they don't. It's okay. That's why I don't barely come on here.
How do you switch? Can I switch the camera around, like not to look forward, but to reverse
The
the?
mirror.
Yeah, you can.
How?
If you, I don't know how to do the mirror effect in the thing.
Are you talking about reverse it? You can't do it when you're not the host.
So you talking about doing the mirror? The
The
mirror.
mirror, yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't do it when you're not the host.
That's another letter that I'm writing to HR. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's a lot of letters we gotta write to TikTok because TikTok be tripping.
I got
lying.
I got years of complaints.
Wow.
Yes, to see us, like you said, when you come into live and you see us greet each other, everybody say it's an experience when we first see each other. Like
Whistleton.
pulled up
Right.
and we see each other. I do this little dance, and I didn't realize I do it until somebody pointed it out.
It's like when you get that first bite of food when you're so hungry. You do that little happy dance.
Be all giddy.
Bouncing up and down and marching and shit. Yeah, in one
But
place. Yeah.
seriously, it's literally one of my favorite things. It's to be in a live where the two of you come in and greet each other. It just warms my heart every single time. I love it.
You know what? The one thing I've always said, and we promised each other in the beginning. We become comfortable with each other. We don't become comfortable with the relationship. Although there's comfort in the relationship, we become comfortable with each other. The reason we don't become comfortable with the relationship is because nothing, starts being repetitive or stale, of repeating the same thing. And the same way she does me, we work to continue to date each other every day. Like the same way. No, I was pursuing her in the beginning. I want to give her a little bit of that every day. So every day I want to put that smile on her face. I want to make her feel special. Every day I want to make her feel like, like I'm trying to get her number. Hey girl, what's your name? That dude ain't good enough for you. You might as well. I want to give her that little razzle dazzle every day. Because the problem is sometimes we become too comfortable with the person, and we get in our head like, man, they here. We ain't got to do nothing else. She comfortable. We good. And we don't even take the time to sit and ask, hey, is everything all right? Hey, are you happy with where you are?
Right.
We converse about everything. Sometimes stuff we shouldn't, or I shouldn't, or I wouldn't want to, but we talk about everything. And I've never had that in a relationship where we literally speak about everything. And there's certain things that, that in my past relationships, it seemed like it was an unwritten rule. I'm like, I bring up something and they're like, why are we talking about that? Why are we bringing this up? And I'm like, why is it automatic, negative connotation, or why are you being so defensive? With baby, man, I can be like, man, I was blowing my nose and I walked into an interview yesterday and I had a booger and a piece of tissue from that morning hanging out mine. She's like, are you serious? You need to check your face. No, it's casual conversation. Like, I can say some of the most outlandish shit and she just like, yeah, okay, well, this is what we do to fix it.
But I think that's a good thing though, right? Because we all need that.
It's a great thing. It's a great thing.
We all need that. Like for me, I'm the calm person in a relationship. Like no matter what the situation is, you'll never see me really go off the rails, right? Like it's not something that
Unless you have to.
Unless I have to, and most times I don't because my level of understanding with life, right? Sometimes when things happen, some people don't realize they're even doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I come to the conclusion of that. She has a tendency
I'm working towards that.
and she's worked so hard on it to not allow things to really fluster her and get her upset, right? And the moments that I do see her getting upset, that's when I, put myself in there. I'm like, well, it's not that deep. Well, this. Yeah. If it ain't happening to you, then don't worry about it. If it ain't directed to you, leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? What's good, Damien, man? Welcome in, my brother.
And I understand it's a lot of outside things that we as humans get emotional about, and it doesn't personally affect us, but it does bother us emotionally and visually sometime. And sometimes we want to be like, hey, shut the F up. Stop talking to that person like that. Why are you treating? But no, we have to come to the realization that sometimes we have to just let it go and walk away and let the situation work itself out. I've had a few hothead moments, not towards her, but in situations, because when she's around me, I'm probably in my most comfortable area.
Right.
But in that comfort area comes security and protection. And if someone chooses, if I feel from what I've experienced in my life, if I feel that someone is threatening that comfort or threatening that space, I'm going 0 to 60, and I have, because there's no way you're going to interfere in bothering her or things like that. But within those moments, as big as I am, she stepped herself in front of me. Hey, you see me? We good? We okay? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm here. We good. And it's a calm me down.
And
So
right. And a lot of people don't have that though, because I've spoken about that, right? Remember somebody that's really angry, that's really frustrated, that only sees black when they're upset. They don't think about anything else but that. But they have that one person that knows how to calm them down. Think about the Avengers, right? With the Hulk and Black Widow.
Yeah. And that's what it is.
How she can calm him down and get him to go back to being Bruce Banner after a fight. That's pretty much what that is.
That's literally what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
And she does that.
I love that.
Because there's a couple of people that almost got new dental plans because of me, but
the new dental plan is wild.
I'm definitely the type to literally bottle everything up and let my brain run rampant. And then we can get into bed at the end of the night, and I just I'll sleep, I'll get close to him, and it literally just pours out. And it's just, I take that big deep breath, and it all just comes out.
See, but you got a disadvantage over a lot of women. Your man. And here's the thing: before somebody come in this live and take it the wrong way, I love my brother. He is intelligent. He is a handsome dude. He has great characteristics of all around. I'm sure, just like everybody else, he has flaws. But the advantage you have over a lot of women is that you have your own personal teddy bear. He's that soothing. He's that Teddy Ruxpin for you. When y'all lay down in bed at night, he's telling you that story, not figuratively, but he's telling you that story to bring you back to your peace and your comfort zone. No, and a lot of women just have these males that lay in the bed with them, and they just, man, either I'm going to sleep or I want to hit it, and that's the gist of it. They don't get that. Let's talk, or baby, what's on your mind? We don't go to sleep mad at each other. Where we will sit up all. They don't have that. And sometimes when people see the dynamics of a beautiful relationship like that, not intentionally but unintentionally, sometimes is jealousy is brought out, and they don't know how to react to that.
I've seen it in real time.
Yeah, and they tend to say, underhanded shit sometime and things like that. And girl, you know what? You got lucky with that, man. No, it wasn't luck. Fate set that up as it's supposed to be. Don't be mad at me because your man wants to bounce you out, borrow your car, and hit your wallet there once in a while, and that's about the extent of your relationship.
I appreciate you, Gumbo.
No, you should look. You should look at what I've been doing and take example from that. I don't look at my woman as just a walking vagina. I don't.
No, facts. And that's always been the big thing to me too, because one thing about me is, one thing that a lot of people don't know about me, right? Before I jumped into this relationship, I was celibate for 4 years.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Davino knew that. I've spoken to him about that, and I've spoken to Tony about that. I was celibate for 4 years. Nothing. No relations, no nothing. With nobody. Right? It was just me focusing on me. You know what I'm saying? And I created that level of self-control within me. So that way, when it's time to have these type of conversations, I can have these type of conversations. It's not always geared towards having sex. Like I don't use sex as the option to kind of alleviate her emotions. Right? I can actually have a conscious conversation with her and be able to speak to her and see why she's so upset. And then if it happens after, it happens, right? But like, you know what I'm saying?
Cheers.
Right, cheers.
Touche.
But it's just like I rather her not go to sleep with her head on 10,000. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't talk to her, she's not gonna say anything.
And you're not gonna sleep.
You know what I'm saying? And I know that in real time.
Anybody.
And I know that in real time because I've seen it happen. Right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the things that people don't see, that they claim that they see with being her friend or being cool with her, they don't see the things that I see. You know what I'm saying? They may hear about it. They may hear about it later. What did he say? He said, "I'm gonna comfort them draws after."
Let me handle that. It sounds like that, right? Let me handle this.
Most men, and I don't speak to and here's the thing, I give males grace
Joseph, what's
because
good,
I want to give them the opportunity to eventually mature and stand in the shoes of men one day. But sometimes I kind of look away and say, hey, I'm not dealing with it. But men will understand this. Him doing that for his woman benefits them both. And it's not a sexual thing. It benefits them both. The one thing I can say I'm happy about, and Ormega can attest to this, I got to see it from the beginning. I got to see the building. I got to see the growing. I got to see the merging of two different personalities, come as one. I got to see them learn each other on a daily basis. I got to see them learn the ins and outs and the comforts and discomforts of each other. I got to see them sacrifice for each other. And I love that because both of them were willing to sacrifice. It wasn't one-sided at all. And continue to grow and build while they were going through this process and still is.
Mhm.
Most of y'all can't even climb up on the step stool with y'all mate, let alone grow.
Ooh.
Say that again.
Ooh.
This is why I tell people all the time, my haters continue to hate. I will sit you on a shelf and let you collect dust. And while you're watching collecting dust, maybe you can watch and learn something from me. I'm not a guru. I'm not the most intelligent. When I walk in the rooms, I want to be the dumbest person in the room because if I'm the smartest, I'm in the wrong room. I learn from things. My brother has sat here and told me, I watch you and Tony, and it was beautiful to me. And I absorbed some of that. And now he's implementing some of that. But now I get to reverse that. And the things I don't always see, I get to learn from them. It benefits us all.
Right. Right. And don't get it twisted, guys. Even people that are in a relationship 15 plus years, 16 plus years, don't have what we have.
True.
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. They don't have what we have. They never really dived into it and really tried to do it. Right? They just existing, coexisting. They're not even relating at this point. They're just existing. And that's a tough thing to see. Somebody that's had that much tenure to just be existing in a relationship. Not even, I didn't say married, I just said existing.
Yeah.
Never said anything about marriage, so remember that. They're just existing. That's scary. To spend that much time with somebody just to be existing.
Baby sent me a video the other day, and it was something along the lines of, and it maybe like a week ago, it was something along the lines of this guy was engaged to this chick like 4 years, 4 to 5 years, and hadn't married her yet.
It doesn't
I've
happen.
seen longer.
Okay.
I've seen
If
longer.
marriage ain't, if marriage ain't for you, what's the point of getting engaged and dragging this woman along for that long? Be honest up front and tell that woman, hey, I'm not ready right now. Most people are so scared to have a simple conversation with the person they say they love. You'll have every conversation in the world with your boy, but you look that woman in the face and now you all know. I don't know what to say. I didn't know I can explain this to you. That's the person you supposed to explain it to, because your boys ain't giving you a drop. Well, let me change that. We're in a new generation. So, but that's a conversation for another day.
Jesus Christ, fix it.
But if you in a relationship how you say you is, your girl's supposed to be that for you, not your homeboys.
Now,
Your homeboy's cool, but your girl, your girl is your one. That's that spot.
and I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'll play devil's advocate, right? I'm gonna play devil's advocate. As much as I agree with that, some women are not a safe space.
True, that is true. I can agree with that 1,000%.
They're not a safe space. Same thing with men. There's some men in here on this earth that are not a safe space for the women.
I'm working on something right now that's gonna blow your mind. Keep talking.
You know what I'm saying? So having that conversation might be real difficult. Having a basic conversation might be real difficult. Forget about having the conversation about why are we together for 4 years, 4 years engaged for 2, and we still haven't been married yet.
Yeah.
The conversation of marriage hasn't happened yet. You just proposed. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
No conversation about marriage or getting married. Not even eloping. Nothing. Like there's no conversation about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes it's both parties for real. They may not be. They really truly may not be ready. And a lot of times in those type of relationships, nobody's even growing.
Yeah.
There's no growth.
And see if they're not even if they're not even, let's say they agree together and they're engaged. Sometimes if it works for you, I mean, but if you love it, I like it for you. If you like it, I love it for you, because y'all took it to the point of having that conversation and agreed mutually upon that.
Right.
But a lot of the situations is one-sided as hell. It's pretty much to shut her up, to say, "Hey, get off my back here, marry me, baby." But then you go back to the norm.
Because
That ain't cool.
what I've learned from healthy marriages, right? Because most of the people that I'm cool with are married, right? Which is why I don't really be able to really, you know, communicate with them as much as I should, because they got their lives, right? But most of the
Yes.
people that I really look up to are married. And I'm not talking about just married to be married. I'm talking about healthy marriage, like a healthy marriage.
Yes.
And they tell me all the time when I do have conversations with them is the biggest thing that we regret with being married is having our own individualism, because we didn't have that when we got married. We figured that out through the years that we didn't have our individual selves within our marriage.
Got you.
That
You
was,
know the thing.
you know how huge that is to be able
Yes.
to admit that. Like, I love this person to death and we're good, but I lost myself within my marriage.
One thing I'm gonna change, and my mother made me change this. Stop telling people you love them to death. Tell them you love them to life.
Oh, say that again.
Stop telling people you love them to death. You love them to life. Because even after they take their last breath, that love still doesn't stop.
Amen. Healthy marriages take healthy people, at the very least, the willingness to be healthy. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
The one thing I can attest to that I love and I adore about her, I have that individuality right now in our relationship. Because hold on.
Yeah, I think the connection's trying to go in, it's starting to go in and out. But I think I'm slowly learning,
Okay.
I'm slowly learning that I learned a lot. I learned a lot from the past relationships that I've had. All right, I've learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself, and I learned that Tim, welcome in. Good morning. I learned that even within those relationships, I was still doing what I was supposed to be doing as a man, right? I just wasn't doing it in full capacity. And I couldn't do it in full capacity because I wasn't where I needed to be for myself. I learned that. I learned that. I had to sit with myself for a little bit and learn that. Even in the relationship with my ex, what caused
You
me
the
to even go
best.
through my healing process, right? I learned a lot about myself. Even with being with the mother of my kids for 6 years, I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about myself. And I realized that I wasn't doing everything wrong. I just wasn't doing it in full capacity. That's what I learned. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I wasn't doing it in full capacity. And they weren't the people that I was supposed to be doing it for. So where where I am now is where I'm supposed to be.
Say it one
See,
more
but the
time.
great part of that is you realize what you were doing, but you were taking accountability for what you weren't doing.
Hmm.
most people hate that word. It's like being
It's a bad
stabbed in
word. It's a
the
bad
ribs in
word.
prison.
It's a bad word.
Accountability.
It's a
How
bad
dare you say
word.
that word to me?
It is a bad word, bro. You're not supposed to say that out loud. I'm just saying. You're not supposed to say that out loud.
Listen, I know it's early and it's Monday, but I'm gonna give you something to think about for the rest of the week. All right,
I don't want to think for the rest of the week.
Gumbo. I hope you're in the chat because this is gonna rock your world. You ready for this?
I don't know if you're still in here or not, but
We're gonna have to start learning and asking ourselves: are we in a relationship or are we in an environment?
see, my brain ain't working right now. Go ahead.
I'm just saying: are you in an environment or are you in a relationship?
Sir, it is Monday. Continue.
That's all I got. Look into it. There's a difference between being in an environment.
Just like,
There's a difference between being in a relationship where you have to coexist and relate, right? And there's an environment. You could be with someone, and that could be an environment, and you think that it's a relationship.
I'm gonna have to sit with that for a little bit because
That's
my
the
brain
whole-
hurts.
That's the whole point.
It's too early.
I'm already stewing it. It's
Right.
already in the pot. I'm already
Yeah,
stewing
like,
it.
you know what I'm saying? Just like it is too early.
Yeah.
Look up relationship
and
and then
I-
look up environment, and then ask yourself which one are you really in. And I'm not talking about us. This is for the most people because we're all working on positivity here, right? So we're all
Right.
For everybody
Right.
else that's in the chat right now, ask yourself: are you in an environment or a relationship?
To speak upon what you said before, bro, the one thing I can say I enjoy is that not that she allows, I have my own individuality in our relationship. And even to the point I'm just like, babe, I just want to hang with you. Go on, hang with your friends, get away from me. She pushes me because she's like, you need those separate relationships outside of our relationships and things of that nature. So I appreciate the fact that she does that. And then I'm like, babe, you know what? You should plan a girls' night and go have a blast and blah blah blah. Don't get me wrong. You got me on speed dial. If you need, I'm gonna be there. If something goes sideways, but that's one of the. And I'm glad you said that. That individuality within the relationship is much needed.
It is. What's going on?
And even when we first started talking and before I met her, like the relationship she has with her daughter is magnificent. But there are moments she had to go have a mommy staycation. Just go take a weekend and rent a room and soak in a big hot tub and go get a massage. And she needed that.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you don't lose that stuff within, you can maintain all that stuff within a relationship with somebody. And as long as you keep that, you can't be mad. But I got to get back to this stirring this pot of gumbo over here because, relationship and environment because, yeah.
See, the thing, and that's crazy that you said that because I actually had that conversation with her not so long ago. I was like, just because me and you are together don't mean that you can't go spend time with your friends and spend time with your family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need that. Because if we're together 24/7, 7 days a week, eventually that's just going to drive you crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want it to be that. I want us to have the opportunity to miss each other. But if we're always together, right, where do we have the opportunity to miss each other?
That part. Let me miss you. Know what I'm saying? When you walk back in, I want to give you that hug where I pick you up and spin you around. I miss you, baby. You walk around, I'm so happy. I smack you on them cheeks.
I can't do it. She won't let me do it. She's scared of heights.
Oh, shit. you better suck it up, Buttercup.
She won't let me do it. She's scared of heights. The second I try to pick her, she starts speaking all types of languages and shit that I don't even understand.
I sounded Spanish.
Yeah, listen, I'm trying to tell you every time. Every time it don't fail.
She said, "I'll be back, love. LOL. You and the kids have fun."
That's it. Like you need that time. You do need that time apart. Like you do need that time apart, and it's important. You know what I'm saying? I know there's probably outside circumstances or there's internal circumstances that prevents that from happening, right?
Yeah.
And we spoke about it, but I feel like she does need that time with her family because she's very close with her family. She's very close with her sister. She's close with her best friend. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need to be there all the time when you go spend time with your family. I don't need to be there when you go out with your best friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go spend time with them. Go out to eat. Go do something fun with them. Go do something with them. You're cool. Have fun. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm good with just being on the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? And just being on the game and chilling on the game. You know what I'm saying? And you go spend time with your family. You cool. Have fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm good here. I promise you. I got snacks.
Let the
I
family
got food.
miss me too.
Right. I got all types of stuff. I'm good over here. You know what I'm saying? If worse comes to worse, I could just have my kids dropped off or something. You'll drop the kids off so I can show it the kids. But
That part.
if it comes to that, but I do need her to have time with her family. I do need her to have time with her friends. I don't want them to think just because we're together that I'm trying to take her away from them.
Yeah.
Because people will have that thought in their head, even though they don't vocalize it. Good morning, Go Talented. Good morning. Even though they don't vocalize it,
Good morning.
they'll feel it without vocalizing it. And I don't ever want it to be that.
Yeah.
I learned that a long time ago.
That.
Right. I learned that a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? My family's kind of like that. Because even though they know for a fact that I don't like being on the phone most of the time, right? I don't like being on the phone. So if you do call me, make sure there's a reason for your call. Because I don't like being on the phone. And my family will have no reason to call whatsoever. I just want to hear your voice. Okay, cool. All right. Is there anything else? Like, no, that's it. All right, cool. Click, bye, click. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there'll be no conversation. It's just that. And I'm just like, they was like, you don't hit nobody up. I was like, I don't. I was like, because the only thing that I remember from being over there is chaos.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even though you hate being on the phone, to an extent, you do reach out.
Absolutely.
You definitely do reach out, and it may not be when people want you to, but it seemingly is always right on time. Because a prime example, I was breaking down the other day, and I was having a moment, and I grabbed my phone and was finna walk out the house, and I seen a message from you, and I was like, damn, oh. It was like, I appreciate it, bro. Because here's the thing, I love my sisters. I love the females that surround me. I love my baby. She's been there since before it happened, when it was going through it, after it happened. She continues to be the pinnacle of where I'm standing 10 toes down. Like without her, my legs would buckle from up under me. But my brothers have been coming through more than I've given credit for, because I know a lot of y'all are the same as me. We work, we take care of business, we do what we do. We see each other in passing, we message each other and, hey, bro, you good? All right, I love you, bro. And then we keep it moving, and then we catch each other on here and things like that. But I do have to say, my brothers have been coming through, like, intentionally sending messages, intentionally calling, intentionally checking up on me, and I'm grateful for it. Because,
Absolutely.
you know, a lot of us, including myself, outside of my best friend of 25 years, I didn't have that. I got family members who still ain't called me.
My family only call when they need something.
So
I'm gonna keep it all the way stacked. They only call when they need something. They don't call for no other reason. I think the only person that calls me for no reason is my mom. Like, that's it. Everybody else that in my family that called me, they need something. They want something out of it.
It's like we've been, and maybe it's been an intricate part in it, because of the the insurance company has been acting stupid, and they don't want to do the payout of my mom's funeral. They're trying to act funny with it. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna do a fundraiser for my mom's funeral to occur some of the costs that's coming out of my pocket. Me, myself, and my sister. Tell me why the first people I hit up were some of my family members. The first people I hit was some of my family members. Cuz, bro, I can't do nothing right now. I ain't getting. Okay, cool. I understand it's hard for everybody. But that wasn't even, hey, my condolences though, Madra. And then me and baby came on here and people are like, yeah, it's hard and I get it, but I'll give what I can. And have been, and I'm just like, I can't even get my family to assist me, and no. But yet, not my blood, but my family is assisting me.
Right.
It's an eye-opening thing. No, they're still acting funny now. So my lawyer is actually looking into it now because I pretty much kind of, I mean, unfortunately, I kind of look at the lawyer like a pit bull, and I'm just like, I let them off the leash and say get them because it didn't even sound right to them. And my sister and the funeral company has been going back and forth with the insurance company because they literally are tripping about a day. Oh, because she passed away on the 19th instead of the 20th. You know, the policy didn't come to full. And I'm like, are you kidding me? We're talking about 22 hours. You joking, right?
Right.
And it's been such a headache, but the lawyers are handling it right now. And it was, I'm grateful for the funeral home because they are literally working with us great. And they are calling the insurance company themselves and like, this is bullshit. Like we don't care about trying to get a ton of money out of you. We want this woman to be laid to rest peacefully and her family to, be able to, find some comfort in this, and y'all fucking this up.
Right.
But every step of the way, that woman in that top box, when I step, she step. When I move, she move. When I fall, her arms are there to catch me. For every tear, her finger is there to wipe them away and say it'll be okay. And I'm grateful for that because, again, in my past relationships, I didn't have that. It was, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, and then move on.
Yeah. Like, it's a good feeling, bro. It really is. Like, it's a good feeling to just be able to be human, right? Because we all want to be, all the men want to be Superman, not realizing Superman is his real identity, right? And Clark Kent was the person that he was trying to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're not here to be Superman. We wasn't put on this earth to be Superman. We can't do what Superman does. But we can do what he does as Clark Kent.
She tells me at least twice a week. She tells me at least twice a week. Don't be up there.
I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody else.
I'm just saying, Soli, you could be Superwoman, but Superwoman also has a weakness.
Well, I'm Superwoman and I get holes and stuff in my cape. I have to take it down and take it to the tailor so they can build me a new one because it don't work.
I'm definitely hyped about Friday Go Talented. That's going to be an amazing live. I can't wait for it. So we're on Friday. So we're going to be on Go Talented's live talking about boundaries in relationships.
Okay.
So yeah. So me and Hormiga are going to be on the panel. So it's going to be one of those. It's been a while since I've been on her panel, so I'm excited for it. I've been so busy. with the books and the platform and everything else, that I haven't really had the chance to really support the people I want to support. So,
Well, thank you, brother, for saying that this one.
You,
Sometimes I feel like,
look,
so I
of
appreciate
course,
saying that.
of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like seeing love. I like seeing the energy, what love that brings real love. I like to see the transparency in between what people consider love to them. It's so important to see that transparency, and the fact that we're able to give that in real time so people can see what it looks like, and still be able to show them that even in the good times we have our bad, but we still push forward. That's the important part. But I'm gonna get off of here because I have to start work in literally about a minute. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. You guys are truly amazing. Yeah, I know this is my family in real time. I hope you guys do know that. If you're not following Angel, make sure y'all follow. If y'all not following Davino, make sure y'all following him. Y'all already should be following me, Sweet Tea, and Hamiga. If you guys are consistently in here, make sure you guys are intentional about you. Make sure you guys are intentional about yourself. Make sure you guys are intentional with your process of healing. Make sure you guys are intentional within your relationship. Make sure you guys are embracing your individuality within yourself, society, and your relationship. And try to be the better version of yourself every day. And give yourself some grace if you are not. Okay? In a world full of negativity, make sure y'all choose love and love on purpose. Keep life simple. Love is the glue. Respect is the flavor. You dig, you dig, you dig. Make sure y'all live within your value energy. And I pity the fool who doesn't mind their mental.
come on, Chicago's on. Come on, Chicago's on. Love y'all, man.
Love y'all, man. Be easy, guys.